I wanted to do something that I've seen a lot of coloring channels do, and that is to show my coloring book collection. Now, I do have a lot of coloring books. Push this out of the frame here. You'll have to excuse my nails. I'm trying to let them recover. That's why I figured this is a perfect time to do a video. It's not very focused on my hands or whatever. We'll be looking at my coloring book. So I have quite a collection. I only have about 70% of it around me right now. I don't know how much of it we're going to get through right now, but we're going to make a go at it. I'm trying to see what would be the best way to do this. And I guess I'll start with this one right here. This is, the artist name is, I'll type it into the chat because, if it'll let me. Oops, I'm typing on the wrong thing. I can't pronounce the name. I believe that is the name of this artist, Googley. Oh, right, Gugelli. So I did spell it wrong. My bad. Gugli. And this one is called Fine Color. All of these books you can get on Amazon, because that's where I got them. So if anybody wants a link to any of them, just let me know and I'll provide that for you. I'm not really going to be doing flip throughs of these. I have done flip throughs on some of them, but we're just going to kind of show you. This comes with a lot of beautiful inserts. It's a really impressive book. I've only done one picture in one of these books by this artist. It is double-sided. Such a beautiful book. It's more like watercolor paper. Isn't that just so gorgeous? So it will chew up your colored pencils, which I realized when I started coloring in it. I'm going to set that over there. And then I have another one by that same artist. This one is called Colorful Time. And this one I've kind of busted up a little. I've taken it apart a little bit because I started with the back page, and so I've taken it apart so I can color in it. I take my coloring pages out. Isn't it so beautiful? The artwork in this is just amazing. They're really, really beautiful books. So I got 2 of those. I have another one on my wish list. They are a little expensive and they do take a long time to come. Such beautiful, amazing artwork. These are actually probably some of the best coloring books that I have. That's by the artist Googley, which I put in the comments. This one is called Colorful Time. These ones that I'm going to show now, I've done flip throughs for all of these, so we'll just really quickly look through them. Not look through them, but I'm just going to show them. I don't know why my phone is being a little weird right now. Sorry for picking it up like that, but it was telling me my orientation was being weird. So these are all AI. I don't know if I should turn off. Maybe if I turn that down a little. That light's pretty bright, huh? These are all by Gudrun Hall. And they're all AI books, so some people don't like that. But this one is called The Transcendence. We're going to go through these ones pretty fast since I have done flip throughs of all of these. This is Visions of Beauty Past. Many Faces of an Android Princess. These are all by the same AI creator, generator, designer, however. I know it's AI is pretty controversial, but I like the style of it. So it is what it is. That one's a Portrait of Unreality coloring book. Again, I've done flip throughs of all of these. This is Mecha Maidens. I love the style of these, and they're not a full-size coloring book. They're a little smaller. Kingdom of Floria. They're all about this width, so they're not like super thick either. Citizens of Floria. On all of the flip throughs, I've provided links to all of these. Citizens of Cyborgia. Clearly I went crazy on this artist and I bought like a bunch of their books. Citizens of the Future Realm. I bought them all for my birthday, actually. And I have one other one that I'm hoping as I'm going through the collection, I'm going to find it because it's been kind of like incognito. Citizens of the Realm Below. And the Cyborg Cowboy War of 2424. So those are all the Gudrun Hall books. I have another one that's called Citizens of the Forest Kingdom. So those are that. The next artist is also an AI generator, designer, whatever you want to call him. I haven't done any flip throughs of these. I've done a lot of coloring in these. And so I've like ripped them apart because that was just easier for me. So I probably won't be doing flip throughs of these. And they're not available on Amazon because unfortunately the artist got kicked off of Amazon. Her coloring channel got shut down thanks to the vigilantes that hate AI work and are seeking to destroy them, basically. I don't know any nice way to put that. Yeah, so this is Space Princess coloring book by Diana Good. Here's just a little... They are one-sided, which I really appreciate. And I don't typically have color books like this, but this is actually the only one that I've got like the kind of unrealistic portraits. But I really like coloring hair and skin. And yeah, I liked that one. I still have a work in progress on this one. This is by the same artist or AI generator. Slavic Fairies. I really like her style, so I got quite a few of her books. I like the detail, I like coloring. Again, I like coloring hair and skin, so. And it's grayscale to a certain degree. And I just thought it was really, really pretty book. Another one by Diana Good, which I have colored one from this, is Fairy Mermaids. Yvonne Meerstra actually did the coloring of this page. And she's the artist of the designer of some other AI books that I have. I've taken this book apart because I've done a picture in it, so. Love the hair, love flowers, and the kind of underwater vibe. These are available on Diana Good's Etsy shop, I believe. And she's also on Facebook if you want to find her and connect. Mushroom Worlds. This is by Diana Good as well. I haven't done any in this one. I see people coloring pages like these, and so like I want them, and then I get them, and oh, I love that. I was like, oh, that's so cool too. I haven't actually colored any of these like kind of home scenes though. So cool though. Now I'm gonna look at these and want to color all of them. Goddesses of Four Seasons. Let me get the one. I've got 2 copies of this book actually because I got this book and this was the original cover, Goddesses of Four Seasons. And I had a coloring book friend who unfortunately I've since fallen out with. And I started coloring a picture in this, and I was sharing the color along the progress with this coloring friend, and she sent it to Diana Good because she'd been in communication with her, and Diana used that picture. She updated the cover, so this is actually coloring by me of this. She changed the cover. See, there's my name. Book cover coloring, Kathy Weaver. So I was pretty happy with that. And of course I had to buy a copy of it, so I have 2 copies of this book. There's the picture that I colored. This is lots of hair, you know, lots of skin. That one's super pretty. I like that too. I like almost all of her pages. That's why I got several of her books. This is Fairies of the Sky Isle by the same author, Diana Good. The covering was done by Tamara Lynn Hines, who's a YouTube colorist. I believe not YouTube colorist, but she's on Facebook. I believe she's actually making her own designs as well, so you can find her on Etsy with like printable pages. And a lot of these images are very similar, so you know, it's beautiful women with flowers, lots of hair and lots of skin and you know, things to color. So if you're into that, these are good ones to pick up. High Society Witches, also by Diana Good. I liked the addition of hats. I like the stuff on the face because I've seen people do some really cool stuff with that. Oh, that's so cute. I like coloring clothes too, even though I'm not that skilled at it yet. I haven't colored any in these, but I will. That's Sakia Colors, who did the cover on that. This is Boho Fairies. This is actually the first book that I got by Diana, and I've colored a couple out of this, so it's a little ripped up, but this one I fell in love with the style of AI images that she creates, and it kind of took off from there. I love coloring flowers and hair and skin, so these books are perfect for me. I just have to be in the mood for it. Right now I'm kind of in a coloring mandala, an abstract stuff mood, so I haven't really been touching these that much. Okay, this is the last one that I've got by Diana Good. It's Boho Fairies Volume 2. This cover was done by Tamara as well. Lots of hair, flowers. Really pretty. I like coloring these and then laminating them and putting them on the wall. So that's that. I've got like trying to keep a little process going here. I have these because I live full time in an RV, if you didn't know that already. So I have limited space for things. So I've got all of my coloring books in these totes that I then have in the bunk bed area. Let me move all these out of the way. Okay, now we're gonna go on to another pile. Oh, my phone got confused. Sorry, I apologize. There's my little dirty corner. Apologize for having to do that. This is Escape to Oz. When I got this book, I didn't realize it was a small book, so I was at first disappointed with it, and I haven't done anything in it yet, but now since that I've gotten a lot of other smaller coloring books, like right now, we're doing a live with this book, Japan, and it's even a little smaller than that one. So I'm appreciating, this is the page that we're working on right now. I'm appreciating the smaller coloring books more than I used to. I haven't colored any in this, but it's such a cute little book. It is double-sided, so you could use gel pens or colored pencils on this. It's got a lot of cute stuff in it. There's Dorothy falling asleep in the poppy field. That's Escape to Oz. And then these aren't coloring books. These are kind of help books. Marker Workshop. And it's 2 books. Here's the other one, the Marker Workshop book. I got some markers. This looks like it's, yeah, so this is where you would, this is the workbook of it. Duh, like it says. And this is it's learning how to color and shade with markers, which I really need to look at because I'm not good at it. I just kind of put color down and I don't try to do any shading. So that's why I got these, even though I barely looked at it, unfortunately. This is a little coloring book that I did a flip through way back when on this channel, and it came with the Shuttle Art gel pens that I have, which I'm actually using right now to color some mandalas. These are some of the first books that I got. This is Grimm's Fairy Tales, which I think I have a page, and it's more like kind of harkens back to my childhood of images I used to color kind of when I was a kid. I quickly, I probably won't color much in this, unfortunately. Although I did start a page. I'm not sure what's that. Maybe I have pulled it out. I guess I didn't keep it in the book. I started a page of Alice in Wonderland, which led me to get, well, actually, maybe this is a page that I've got colored in. That led me to get this book, Alice in Wonderland. And that's the page that I had started. This is one of the first things that I ever colored, so it's quite childish, but still. A fun book if you want something not so serious. It still is intricate and detailed. I've got these index cards that I were putting in all my books, which I need to take out. These are other like help with coloring books. I honestly kind of wish that I hadn't gotten these. They were pretty pricey, and I've not looked at them at all. I just follow YouTube tutorials, but it is good to have, I suppose, if you like having an on paper thing, like how to color bricks and how to color grass. So it actually, I should look at these more than I have, because they are really good. They've got a lot of good tips in them of just how to color water and flowers, and yeah. I've got 2 of those. Book 2 and 1. They're by Helen Elliston. Like I said, they're all available on Amazon. This is more about coloring clothes, which actually I should pay attention to this, since I'm going to be doing that, and coloring skin and putting shine on things. Lots of good tips in these, actually. I should use them more than I do. Yeah, those are actually pretty cool. Here's Color the Classics, Alice in Wonderland, a curiouser coloring book. Clearly, these are, like I said, books that I got in the beginning of my coloring book journey, so I was like gravitating more towards stuff that I would have colored when I was a kid. Still, really cool images in here. Now that I'm looking at it, I'm like, why? I really need to color more. Oh, that's so cool. I love that. Oh, that's so cool. I love that too, with patterns and stuff. I think I saw that page colored and I thought, oh, I want that book. Here's Beauty and the Beast by that same company, Color the Classics. I didn't see an artist on these, but I saw somebody else color an image from these, and I liked the intricacy of it. Pretty stuff. Really pretty images in this. That's pretty. Yeah, I like this book a lot. We'll probably have to use a mixture of gel pens and colored pencils because the lines are pretty fine. So yeah, Beauty and the Beast. And then I saw somebody, like a lot of these books, I saw somebody post a picture in a coloring group of them. So then I was like, I have to have that. This is the Dr. Seuss coloring book. And it's got a lot of fun images in it that I thought would just be kind of fun to color. Even I haven't colored any of it. I have so many coloring books, and I wish I could just sit down and color a page a day. It takes me a really long time to color stuff. Oh, I love that. Yeah, it's fun coloring book. These are, I've got 3 of these. The Butterfly Garden by an artist, Mel King. I think, again, I saw somebody post a completed picture and said, I have to have that. So I got it. So cool. Really cool images. As I'm flipping through these, I'm like, okay, I'm reminded again why I got them, and I love this kind of stuff. I love coloring these kind of images. I bought these coloring books, and then inevitably what happens is I'm already coloring something, and so I finish that, but then I see another coloring book that I want, and I buy that, and then I do a page in that, and it's like a vicious cycle. This is The Wonderland by Mel King again. I really liked her style. These are all hand-drawn images. Super cute. Abstract kind of stuff. So pretty. Love the images. Love those. And then this is the last one, The Magical Collection by Mel King. This one wasn't as much to my taste as the other ones because I don't really care about coloring animals, and there's a lot of animals in this one. But there's still a lot of these kind of images as well that I do enjoy coloring. Like this, I would have really liked this if it didn't have this centerpiece. If it was just the buildings and the flowers. Because like I said, I'm not more of an animal person. I think this is actually the image that I saw that was a completed coloring page, and it's a girl taking a photograph, and I saw that and was like, I have to have it. I like that too. I love that. That's cool. Yeah, there's still lots of good images in there that I like a lot. Now, moving on. Zentangle kind of stuff, but with spacey images. I like doing kind of mindless things, like where you can just pick a color palette and just kind of go for it. I haven't colored any of these. A lot of these books are untouched, but I will color in them. Space Doodles coloring book. I don't know who there's not an author listed. This is Fantasy Homes, a coloring book for women. I'm not sure why it was billed that way, but yet it was. So there you have it. I believe this is, it says by MJ. I believe that it's an AI created book. It says it is copyright protected. So I don't know. Maybe it is by an artist, but when you look at the images, I think it's AI generated. And again, I saw people posting pictures from books similar to these, and I thought, oh, that's so cute. I've got to have it. They really are cute images. Cute little fairy homes and little kind of scenes in front of them. Super cute. I'm going to save that until I get to the other. So I've done a flip through of this book, Colin Thompson's Fantastische Malboek. I think this is in Dutch. Probably wrong about that. And I've done a flip through of this book. He does puzzles as well and children's books. He is an amazing, amazing artist. And I've wanted to color a page from this for so long. But as you can see, they are extremely detailed and would take a very, very long time. In fact, I had it set aside that I was going to start with the first image, first double spread in the book, this one, but I haven't quite gotten to it yet. I will. That's definitely on my list of must color. This is by a popular coloring book illustrator, Marjorie Sarnat, and the Creative Haven family, which they support a lot of artists. There's a lot of different coloring books that Creative Haven puts out by different artists. The images in this are so cool. I love them. I love that. So fun. Oh, that's beautiful. I wish that I could just color, and my hand would never get tired. Look how pretty this book is. I absolutely love these images. Again, if anybody wants any links to any of these books, just let me know in the comments and I'll provide that for you. The World of Debbie Macomber, Come Home to Color. I believe that this is actually a novel, based on a novel. This is one of the early books that I got too. And it's got think the story is like of visiting a bed and breakfast or something like that. Ooh, that looks so much fun. That is so cool. I love the images in this book. Ooh. It's got like a lot of home scenes, campfire scenes. How cool is that? Love these. The paper is really good in these too, in this book. Yeah, Rose Harbor Inn. It's about like a couple that came to stay and fell in love or something like that. I don't know. This is an AI generated coloring book called Egyptian Goddesses by Zoe James. There's quite a few books by this coloring book creator. I have several AI created books. I've done flip throughs of them. Yvonne Meerstra, I've got a lot of hers. She's still putting out more and more and more. They're all essentially very similar. You know, they're portraits, and I wanted this one because I wanted to color some Egyptian kind of themed stuff. I actually have a work in progress of one of these. See, this is something that happens with AI generated art. Like, I don't know what the hell is going on with that hand, but you know, whatever. I sometimes wish that the artist would just not have hands in them at all. She's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and little kind of hints of fingers behind here. Like, if they just mess up on the fingers, it's so weird. I don't know why they include them. But the images in this are super beautiful. I like this book a lot. I've just need more time. Let's see, I'm going to set that aside because I've got a set here. This is called Trippy Chicks by Durian Addict. And it's got some fun, like, kind of 60s kind of inspired artwork. I believe they're hand drawn. And I liked them because the hair, and it's just that's the cover image. I wanted to color that. And I like, yeah, the hair and the mandalas and stuff behind him. I thought that would be fun stuff to color. Although I haven't done any. This is another book that I got by Zoe James. Another AI created book called Floral Houses. And there's some pretty cool images in there. I thought it was pretty cute. Houses with flowers, basically. It's like I can see these colored in my mind's eye too. I just need to find the time to color them. So cool. RV Road Trip coloring book for adults. This is by Coloring Book Cafe. I live in an RV, so yeah. I got this book because I thought there were some cute images. It reminds me of Teresa Goodrich, which I have a ton of her books. And that I will do that in a different part. Just cute little images of RVs and, you know, camper trailers and van life. Actually, I don't think I saw, there's an Airstream. I don't think I saw an RV that looks like the RV that we have. These looks like these are previews of the images. That's fun. That was just a fun, cute little book. This next book is probably going to be too big to fit in the frame, but it's called Fantastic Structures, and it's by an artist called Steve McDonald. If you Google him, he is, I think he looks at a picture and then for like 5 seconds, and then he can completely recreate it. Like, he's an amazing, amazing artist. So yeah, I wanted to have his stuff. big, huge coloring book. I like architectural stuff, so I was drawn to this book for that reason, and because it's like repeating pattern stuff, like this is an airport. I think the images are just super amazing in this, and the fact that they're all hand drawn and it's really cool. It is a double-sided book. Super cool book. I bought this at the art store here in Savannah last winter that we were here. Fantastic Collections is also by Steve McDonald. This one I wasn't as happy with as I was the last one, the Fantastic Structures. I like some of the images in here, so a lot of repeat stuff and collections. Like, I think that would be a lot of fun to color. A bunch of different, I think they're beer bottles, maybe. I don't know. The remotes, like, on the other side, though, there are Mandela's kind of stuff going on. So, and this is, again, an oversized big coloring book. I think this is the image that I saw somebody posted that they had colored, and I thought, oh, that's so cool. I have to have that book. I love this, too. I like repeating patterns of things. This is probably my favorite image out of that book. Next, we have, let me go over to a different Legendary Landscapes. Is that what? Yeah. So I got, I saw these books. These are, I'm showing you all my oversized coloring books. This is Legendary Landscapes Coloring Book Journey. This is by various artists. And I got actually 2 copies of these books because I thought that I was going to want to be, here's the other one, and I've kind of taken this one apart because I was pulling the pages out of it to color. But in retrospect, I probably shouldn't have done that because I'm probably not even going to color half of the images in these books. I don't know. If I ever go into like a nursing home or something, all of these are coming with me, and that's all I'm going to do all day is color. Legendary Landscapes. This is another big coloring book. This is one page that I had started coloring. It's I think I got like mostly through it, and then I didn't really care for it. But looking at it now, I think it's cool. I'm happy with it. It's interesting why it was stuck in there. But these are, again, it's a really big book, so it's not fitting all the way in. These are big pages with lots of space to color. You could use paints or whatever. The images are really cool in this book, which is why I got it, and different. Like, I like the graffiti stuff. I like the city stuff. That is so cool. Yeah, and I wanted to use markers in this book, which is why I got doubles of them. I have another series by the same publisher. So yeah, I liked that one a lot, Legendary Landscapes. And then the second book that I got by them is called Legendary Worlds. And I also got, like I said, I got two of those. I haven't colored any in these, but they're super cool images too. Ooh, look at that. It's like Niagara Falls, I think. They are double-sided, so that's why I wanted to... Oh, that's cute. That's fun. It's like a dessert land, big pieces of cake and tea and cupcakes, ice cream. That's fun. Lots of cool stuff to color in here. Fun stuff. And then we'll show, this is one of the first things that I bought. It's a poster tablet of like Mandela animals. These are things that I bought at the beginning of my coloring journey. And I think this was like $7 or something. That's why I bought it, because it was cheap. I actually started coloring this and didn't finish. This is one of the first things that I colored. Looking back on it now, I can see things I would have done differently. I still could. I like this image a lot. Okay, moving on. We've got Wizard of Oz coloring book, illustrated by Charles Santor. Let me move this over here so I can make sure that things are doing okay. These images are different. I think when I received this that I thought about returning it, but for some reason I didn't. It seems like it would be maybe a little difficult to color. But I didn't, so I'm stuck with it. That's cool. I like that too. Clearly I'm not impressed with that much. Let me go to, just kind of as we're coming up on things. So I went through a phase where I wanted to, I was really obsessed with Alphonse Mucha. And so I got several books in the style of him. This is Art Nouveau Designs book, again by Creative Haven. And these are, I think, Alfonso Mucha pieces. Yeah, they are. They're not as detailed as the originals. He is an artist that did a lot of advertisements and just paintings, and I absolutely love his style and think his work is completely gorgeous. So I have actually a couple of books in that same vein. Here's 15 classic Alphonse Mucha posters. As you can see there, his work is really detailed. And I would look at his original piece and maybe try to copy the colors, but I haven't done much work in these because they are detailed and I just haven't been inspired yet to work on them. Here is another Alphonse Mucha coloring book. This is a little bit better paper, but doesn't have as many of the details as, like, say, that last book did. The next book that I'm going to show you is also, oh, this is nice that they've got this. This is his original color palettes for those. This next book was actually the first one that I got of Alphonse Mucha. Flame Tree is the publisher, and I've got a couple after that I'll show you. And I tried to color a couple in these, and they didn't come out so great. So, but I still plan on coming back to this, especially now that I've been coloring for a little bit longer, and I feel like I've picked up some tips. This is a really beautiful, beautiful book. I love that. Really cool, cool pictures. Oh, that's one that I was starting on early on in my coloring journey. And then by that same publisher, Flame Tree, Vincent van Gogh, Make Your Own Masterpieces. These are different, to say the least, how they are. When I started coloring in that Alfonso Mucho coloring book, I think I started one in this too, and I was just like, oh, I'm not quite equipped to color in this style. I think you have to be a little bit more artistic to color with these. Maybe use paint. I'm not sure. But I liked it. Trying to see, yeah. So this is the one that I started. I think I was using gel pens or markers. I don't know. I think that looks kind of really bad, so that's why I stopped. I was like, ugh, I don't know about that. Another book by Flame Tree is Gustave Clement. And again, it's in that same kind of loopy kind of drawing. But I love this artist so much. So I wouldn't mind getting other books where the drawings aren't so kind of abstract-y, that they're got clearer lines. I don't think I started any in this one. There was a couple that I wanted to do, but I got scared. That's that. Here's one of the early coloring books that I bought, Secrets of the Sea, featuring artwork by Deborah Muller. These are fun little pictures. I liked the style of, and definitely see myself coloring in this one. That's why I got it. Cute. Secrets of the Sea by Deborah Muller, Zendoodle Colorscapes. I got this Ancient Egypt, an artist coloring book by Dominique Navarro. I believe I got this one from Amazon. I wanted to color some Egypt stuff. So I got that. One of the first books that I got, Jade Summer, Art Nouveau fantasy coloring book. I've colored a couple out of this. 2, actually, I think. They're fun. I like her style, too. She has, I don't know if Jade Summer is an actual person or if it's a conglomerate of artists, but they have quite a few books. I colored this image, so I must have that in another book. I must have another book by her. Yeah, I do. I think that's my second one by her. Let me see if I can... Well, I'm not sure where it's at. Journey to the Secret Library coloring book. This is probably a ripoff of Johanna Basford's work, and so I don't think I was too happy with it because of that. I thought that was kind of messed up. Yeah, it's definitely a ripoff of her work. She does a lot of work with keyholes and keys and stuff, so I do like that it is one-sided. The reason why I got it was because it has books in it. But as soon as I saw it, I thought, that's not cool. And they've got these letters in it that I'm not too fond of. I don't really care about that. That's okay. I got it because, like I said, there's images of books in it, so that's what I wanted. In retrospect, I should have returned it. But there are some cute images in here. I like that. I love books, so clearly I love books, so I wanted to get something that had books in it. It was cheap too, so. And then here's, in keeping with my kind of childhood stuff, Peter Pan illustrations by Fabiano. I can't pronounce that name. Like I said, I got all of these off Amazon, so if you desire links to any of them, just let me know. This is a really cute coloring book. Double-sided. Oh, that's so pretty. Lots of cute images in this to color. Oh, Tinkerbell with Sayed. I think it reminded me of my childhood, so I got it. Cute. Peter Pan. By that same artist company is Alice in Wonderland by Fabiano Atencio. Sorry, I'm butchering that name, I'm pretty sure. Oh, that's fun. More cute images to color, featuring Alice from the Wonderland. So that's a cute book. Here's some of the, I do have some kind of unusual coloring books. This is another Gustav Klimt coloring book. I really like this artist a lot. I'm influenced by these artists. The Kiss. That's so cool. I really gotta color in these. So there's that. And then this book is a little different. It's a hardback book. Albrecht Dürer is a famous painter from medieval times. And this is some of his woodcuts and images. I think that's the angel talking to Peter, maybe? I'm not sure. But I thought this was pretty nifty. And it's his artworks converted into coloring pages, so I thought that was really, thought it was pretty cool. Even though I haven't colored any of them. Really interesting. German Renaissance painter. And then I've got the Ancient Aliens coloring book, illustrated by Kathleen Edwards. Alright, that was supposed to be a big battery or something. That's the Mayan thing. Sumerian god. Japan, something. Spaceship, probably. Bolivia. I thought the images in this were cool, so. Stonehenge. The Nazca spider. There's some interesting images in there, so I thought that was fun. That's the tomb of the King Pacal, Mexico, that they always say is like an astronaut in a spaceship. I thought that book was fun. Fairies coloring book, charming pictures of the spirits from folklore. I think this actually might have been one of my mom's coloring books. Or I might have bought it from Borders before they closed. It's been a while. I think my mom or my daughter started coloring in it. Didn't do hardly anything in that. This next one is not, the next two actually are not like technically coloring books, but I felt like they could be coloring books, so I have them in my coloring book collection. This is The Great Book of Mazes by Roger Moreau. And just a lot of weird mazes that look like they're already done, so I'm not sure what's going on with that, but I felt like it kind of lended itself to being a coloring book. With some definitely some interesting images in it. And they're like the Great Wall of China, the Titanic, the South Pole. Yeah, I just thought that they were cool images and that it would be cooler if they were colored. So that's why you can see why I felt like it could be a coloring book. Oh my gosh. This is good. It's a crazy book, huh? And then the next one is not a coloring book either, but I felt like it should be colored. Japanese optical and geometric art. It's by Dover. I cannot pronounce that name, but there it is. This is an old book, like I think from the 70s. So I don't actually know if this book could be found again. I'm trying to remember where I got it. Trying to see what the... Yeah, this is from 1977, so I don't know that this book could necessarily be found, but I put it in with my coloring. It's got a lot of intense optical illusion stuff that I thought would be fun to put some color onto them. Even though I haven't. Moving on. When I lived in South Bend, Indiana, hopefully, let's see, this is almost an hour long. Hopefully it's not too long. I don't know if I should save, maybe I should save and do part 2, because we just went through a lot of coloring books. I still have quite a bit to get through. So, I gotta put these all back in their place. Yeah, so we'll end it there, and that's probably half of my coloring book collection. The books that I haven't shown yet, which I may do probably on Monday because I'll be working tomorrow, are the ones that I color in a lot, and so they're in different bins. And then I've got all my Mandela books and yeah, lots of different stuff still to show. So tune in on Monday when I will do another stream and show the rest of my coloring book collection. I hope that anyone who's watching enjoyed that and got something from it. And again, if you want a link to any of those books, just let me know and I can provide that for you probably, because I got most of them, if not all of them, on Amazon, with the exception of those last 2 books that I showed you. So thank you for watching. If you would, please hit the like button, and if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. And I will see y'all in the next stream. Thank you for watching.